You think you know Leonardo DiCaprio. To the world, he's the eternal Titanic hero, the Hollywood king, the man with an Oscar finally shining on his shelf. But behind that charm, behind the red carpets and perfect smiles, lies a maze of secrets that fans are never meant to see. His life looks like a fairy tale, but every fairy tale hides a darker chapter. From secretive dating habits, to late-night parties, to accusations of hypocrisy, the truth is far from the polished magazine covers. The man we admire might just be an illusion, a carefully built image hiding a much messier reality. And tonight, we take off that mask. Let's start with what the world laughs about but whispers more seriously in private, his dating life. For decades, Leonardo has followed a pattern so obvious that it's become a meme across the internet. No girlfriend older than 25. Over and over, it repeats. Models, actresses, and socialites are always young, always breathtaking. But once they get close to 26, the relationship ends without warning. Insiders call it the DiCaprio rule. Fans call it an obsession. He's a man in his 50s, yet his red carpet partners often look like they just stepped out of college dorms. Some say he fears aging. Some say he clings to youth. Others whisper it's about control. Whatever the reason, the pattern has followed him for over 20 years, and it's not going away. Behind the smiles, it reveals a truth he'll never admit out loud. Now here's where the contradictions get louder. Leonardo presents himself as one of Hollywood's most vocal advocates for climate change. He funds environmental foundations, he speaks at the United Nations, and he tells the world we must fight to save the planet. But when the cameras turn off, his lifestyle sings a very different song. He flies around the globe in private jets, throws parties on mega yachts, and burns more fuel in one weekend than most families use in years. Photos surface of him leaving luxury resorts, hopping between exotic islands, while at the same time posting speeches on reducing carbon footprints. Critics call it hypocrisy, some say it's the ultimate PR cover-up, and others argue it's pure carelessness. But the truth is Leonardo lives a double life, one where he preaches green but lives in gold. And then, there are the parties, events so secret they're almost myth. Invitations are rare, guests are hand-picked, and phones? Absolutely forbidden. Attendees are forced to sign non-disclosure agreements before stepping inside. Behind those closed doors, whispers say the atmosphere is electric, with supermodels, champagne towers, endless music, and rules that keep everything in the shadows. To some, it's harmless fun. To others, it's a playground of indulgence that Leonardo keeps hidden from the public eye. Why so much secrecy? Why the silence? Maybe because the stories would shatter his carefully polished reputation. Maybe because what happens there could never survive the daylight. Hollywood insiders describe these gatherings as legendary, but legends are built on truth, and truth has a way of escaping, no matter how many walls you build. Even in the world of film, Leonardo is more than just an actor, a strategist. On movie sets, he's known for his control. He selects roles like a chess master, calculating every move, every appearance, always protecting the image of the leading man. But with that control comes tension. Reports whisper of diva behavior, heated arguments with directors, and demands that tilt entire productions around him. Some roles were lost because of clashes, others were gained through secretive backroom deals. Insiders say he doesn't just play characters, he plays the system itself. In Hollywood, power is currency, and Leonardo has learned how to spend it well. But every move leaves shadows, and every shadow tells a story. The man who mastered Hollywood may also be mastering how to hide his darker side. So who is Leonardo DiCaprio really? To the millions who adore him, he's still Jack Dawson, the boy who wouldn't let go. But to those who've seen the whispers up close, he's someone else entirely. A man is split between two worlds, the image we see and the secrets he hides. His dating habits, his lifestyle, his parties, his power games. They all tell us one thing. The Leonardo we know may be his greatest performance yet. The true man remains hidden, shadowed, and carefully protected. Maybe that's the most shocking truth of all. Not the scandals, not the secrets, but the idea that the Leonardo DiCaprio you love on screen has never truly existed. Just a mask, perfectly worn, perfectly played, and never meant to be removed. To the world, Angelina Jolie is a goddess, an award-winning actress, a humanitarian, and the woman who once topped every list of the most beautiful alive. But behind the red carpets and magazine covers lies a far darker story. A life filled with controversies, forbidden affairs, and family dramas so messy that Hollywood tried to bury them. Fans admire her as a symbol of elegance, but insiders know her as a storm that never really calms. Stay tuned, because the truth about Angelina is not the fairy tale the tabloids once sold. What you're about to hear might just change how you see her forever. Long before her marriage to Brad Pitt, Angelina lived a love life that made even Hollywood blush. At just 20, she shocked the world by marrying actor Johnny Lee Miller, wearing black leather pants and a shirt with his name written in blood. Then came Billy Bob Thornton, where she famously wore vials of blood around her neck. Their public displays were wild, raw, and disturbing to many. But the real scandal erupted with Brad Pitt. Hollywood whispers say their affair began while he was still married to Jennifer Aniston. Angelina denied it. Brad played coy, but the timing was too perfect. To this day, fans debate if she truly broke up one of Hollywood's most beloved marriages. Angelina's family life was never normal. Her relationship with her father, actor Jon Voight, has been described as toxic, broken, and filled with betrayal. She accused him of cheating, of abandonment, and for years they refused to even speak. But the drama didn't stop there. In her youth, Angelina was rumored to have experimented with drugs, self-harm, and even confessed to fantasies of death. She admitted in interviews that she struggled with demons she could barely control. For fans, she was mysterious and exotic. For insiders, she was dangerously close to spiraling out of control. That edge became part of her legend, but also part of her curse. Then came the war that split Hollywood in two, Brangelina's divorce. At first, they were the golden couple, 6 kids, humanitarian missions, and red carpet perfection. But inside their home, chaos brewed. Reports of screaming matches, bitter arguments, and a shocking incident on a private plane painted a very different picture. Angelina accused Brad of being abusive. Brad denied it, and their divorce dragged into one of the ugliest custody battles the industry has ever seen. Court documents leaked, allegations flew, and the perfect image of Hollywood's dream couple was shattered into pieces. The truth? Still hidden behind sealed files and broken trust. Despite her work as a humanitarian, Angelina has faced criticism for her choices. Some accuse her of using her charity work as a way to clean her image. Others whisper about her dominating personality, saying she manipulates her relationships to keep control. Insiders tell stories of her fiery temper, her ability to turn cold instantly, and her willingness to cut people off without a second thought. To her fans, she's a queen. To her critics, she's a master at hiding the flaws beneath the crown. And in Hollywood, that balance of light and darkness is what makes her so dangerously fascinating. So who is Angelina Jolie really? To the cameras, she's elegance, power, and grace. To her family and ex-lovers, she's unpredictable, passionate, and often destructive. Her marriages, her affairs, her feuds, her battles with Brad Pitt, they all point to a woman who has lived on the edge her entire life. Maybe that's what makes her unforgettable. She's not perfect, she's not pure. She's a mystery wrapped in beauty, scandal, and shadows. And that's the truth Hollywood tries to hide. Angelina Jolie isn't just a star, she's a storm. And storms always leave damage behind.